Hundreds of thousands graduate every year from different universities, adding many to the job market. For example, over 13,658 graduated from Makerere University this year and 11,721 from Chambogo University, among others. The country's working age population, 14 to 64 years, stands at 25 million, according to data from Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Women make up the majority at 13.8 million, while men account for 11.2 million. However, only 10.7 million are actively participating in the labor force. For example, the youth, around 5.2 million, are not in employment, education or training. About 700,000 Ugandans have been searching for work for over a year, indicating the country's employment crisis. Experts say these numbers could even be higher than reported.
And many of them are young. So we do have a resource of young, able, vibrant people who are able to work, but they're not being put to work. So there's a lot of resource wastage.
Even the existing work conditions are not conducive and supportive enough to draw both the inspiration of people to work there, but also to maintain the workforce that is there.
The employment breakdown shows that formal employment still accounts for less than half of the total work opportunities. Hired employees make up 39.2% of the workforce, while 29.3% are self-employed. Helpers in family businesses represent 24.5%, and only 5.3% of Ugandans are classified as employers. Paid interns and trainees, among others, account for a mere 1.7%.
Government interventions must be driven by the existing statistics on where the disproportionate impact is faced. If, for example, a number of youth are not having employment opportunities, there should be deliberate government initiatives that are targeted to ensure that they really are helped.
While the government has introduced several initiatives to create opportunities, such as the Youth Livelihood Fund and the Parish Development Model, along with vocational skilling, some say that, despite being a step in the right direction, many of the intended beneficiaries are not actually accessing these programs.
I did a study recently with colleagues on the PDM, a small impact on the PDM. And to the government, we found people in Kampala whose annual turnover is over 300 million are on the PDM list. It's painful that you're looking for what the government calls emuwejere, but you're finding someone who earns 300 million in a year on the PDM list.
Atkunda says the government needs to strengthen monitoring and evaluation of such programs to achieve their intended goals and also reduce the duplication of efforts across similar initiatives.
We beseech, we plead, we beg that the amounts of money that is being poured down these projects, if not monitored, we will gain nothing from them, and at the same time we won't be employed.
According to the National Development Plan 3, 594,192 jobs were created in the 2024-2025 financial year, up from 563,225 in 2023-2024 and 514,939 in 2022-2023. However, experts say this still falls short of keeping pace with the country's growing labor force, but Uganda is grappling not just with unemployment but also underemployment.
Underemployment means that you do have a job, but it's not able to meet your needs, in that you don't think it's commensurate to your skill set or the amount of time you're being given. And then there's the example that you gave of degree holders slashing loans. I have one at my place, so I know what you're talking about. He's a degree holder. At the moment, he slashes. It's very painful.
Because of both unemployment and underemployment, many Ugandans have turned to external labor markets, seeking opportunities in the Middle East and other countries. Recently, even doctors who have long complained of not being deployed, despite the country's healthcare system struggling with a low doctor-to-patient ratio, have considered working abroad. Atkunda says that while a labor export is a good idea, it needs to be managed more professionally and monitored strictly to ensure that many benefit.
Cuba, for example, with its doctors, Philippines with its nurses, Now, for us, we have a huge labor force of either underskilled or not skilled at all, that we can skill but send in a professional manner abroad to go work and follow them up.
The enactment of the minimum wage bill, the minimum wage law that would ensure that there is a mandatory minimum that our labor force really is given. Why? Because now this is very important now, because for professionals, you are not going to work, say, for 500,000. You have transport costs, you have accommodation, the cost of living is high.
Government data shows that manufacturing leads with 3 million jobs, followed by ICT and innovation at 2.3 million. Transport employs 1.6 million people, while the hospitality industry, including tourism and hotels, provides over 1.2 million jobs combined. However, some sectors lag far behind, with business outsourcing employing only about 1,000 people, and commercial agriculture, despite its importance to the national economy, employing just 200,000. Nobat Atkunda, NTV News.